Hi guys, welcome to C2C Mentors. My name is Ketan. So today I'm going to talk about DILR preparation. I've been getting a lot of queries on that front, and students have been asking me how should we go ahead with DILR for CAT. Now, couple of things that we need to understand when we begin with this topic. And after speaking to a lot of students, what I've understood is a lot of you, right? You actually have that thing in your mind saying that DILR is equal to CAT, right? So that's what the perception that we have, because 15, 16, 17 and 18 from last 4 years consecutively, DILR has been a pain, to be very honest. Now, a lot of you feel that we want to prepare for CAT DILR. Now that's the main problem. The moment you kind of block yourself saying that I only want to prepare for CAT DILR, then there is a problem, because CAT ka jo DILR hai, it's a different thing altogether. I mean, like, you have 32 questions, 16 questions are LR, the rest of the 16 questions are kind of data interpretation. That's how the bifurcation has been. But honestly, when you actually start with your paper, it's very tough to even identify which one is the LR and which one is the DI. So I mean, it's not even necessary to kind of do that bifurcation. If you're good with it, you will crack it, as simple as that. Now, the problem is that the moment you start with DILR, do not have a perception in your mind saying that I'm going to do CAT level ka DILR. Don't do that. That's where the entire mess up will happen. First of all, I'm going to give you a couple of things. If you follow them, trust me, you will see a good growth. I mean, it's not going to be like, in a 7 days and all that. You will take some time, but that growth will be eventually stagnant for you. Once you get it, you'll get it for all. And stagnant in the sense, you will not be able to forget anything. You will be pro in that. Now, the first thing is that do not only go ahead with CAT ka DILR as such. First thing, start working out with your calculation. You got to be very, very good with your calculation. Number one, you need to be good with approximation. If not, you need to be very good with the unitary method. Now, when I say unitary method, it doesn't mean that you can take 2, 3, 4 minutes to do it by unitary method. I mean to say that you should have that speed while you do the calculation. Now, there is an obvious question out here that you want to ask. But sir, we have heard that CAT mein calculations ka DI nahi aata. That's true. It's not 100% correct. CAT में कैलकुलेशन का DI आता है, हर साल आता है. 2017 you had round about 1 or 2 sets based on calculation. 2018 you had round about 3 sets based on pure calculation. You had one pie chart based on calculation. You had ATM ka question based on calculation. You had chess ka question based on calculation. So all these things, when we talk about, there is a bit of calculation. The point here is that, see, when I talk about the logical reasoning and DI CAT level, right? I mean, it's going to be tough, no doubt about it. But there are certain sets that you will not be able to understand. 32 questions are there. Trust me, you don't have to attempt all the sets. You don't even have to attempt all 32 questions. It's a beautiful thing. Why? Because you do 50% of the paper and you are at 99 percentile. 16 questions, all correct, will fetch you 99 percentile according to 2018 calculation. Round about 18 to 19 correct questions will fetch you 99.99. So even though you are really pro, within an hour, it's not really possible to even touch 32 questions. Your target should be around about 16 to 17 questions if you really want to go 99 plus plus. But again, having said that, to be very honest, 90 percentile in DILR is a very good percentile. 90-91 is a very good percentile to actually unblock lot of IMs, lot of non-good IMs for you, right? So I think 90-91 is the figure that I am looking at to begin, in the August or September month. So that's number one. Calculation got to be very good. Have a check. 2018 pie chart wala jo DI tha, purely calculation based, purely. I mean, you had to use a bit of logical understanding anyway, purely based on calculation. Even the currency one was purely based on calculation. Now, that's number one. So calculations wala aayega. Mana yaar, bhale 16-17 questions nahi hue. What I know, calculation, see, the way I look at calculation, it's a dumb thing. Why it's a dumb thing? You have a formula, plug in, get the answer. Then it might take 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4, 5, whatever minutes, right? Even if you crack 2 sets, which round about 8 questions, right? Even if you crack them nicely, taking an hour's time, you'll be close to 75 to 80 percentile. I mean, this is the easy thing that I'm telling you. But again, like, other sets, if you solve a couple of questions, you can cross 80 percentile. Now, for 80 percentile, the correct number is 8 questions according to 2018 ka pura stats. So 80 percentile, 8 questions. When I talk about 90 percentile, 11 questions should be all correct. So this is the real statistics. So first thing is calculation, life sorted here. Now the moment you talk about calculation, we only look at DILR for CAT. Go and check DILR for ZAT. It is equally important, it's equally tough. Trust me, but it's manageable. DILR ZAT का तो ऐसा है कि वहां पे ग्राफ से नहीं पता चलती कि हो क्या रहा है. ग्राफ्स है, कैलकुलेशन है, नंबर है, पर डीकोड करने में तकलीफ होती है. So that's ZAT. Then IFT बड़े बड़े DIs होते हैं, कैलकुलेशन ओरिएंटेड होते हैं, नंबर्स क्लोज होते हैं, ऑप्शंस बड़े खतरनाक होते हैं, 99.10, 99.30, 99.49 क्लोज ऑप्शंस. So IFT is also on the same front. NMAT crazy. They'll put 3 sets, 4 set clubbed into one question of DI. तो एक क्वेश्चन में आपके 3 से 4 सेट होंगे, कैलकुलेशन की बहुत जरूरत है. So if you do these things, your couple of questions are managed, like 7 to 8 questions are done in CAT, ZAT, IFT and NMAT. So as and when we move ahead, CAT में 8 questions, ZAT में उससे ज्यादा, NMAT में उससे ज्यादा. So calculation's got to be very good. Then what you can do is, on the LR front, try to be very good with sitting arrangement. Try to be very good with distribution. Try to be very good with the possibility वाला question. अगर X ने ये करा तो Y पे क्या impact होगा. So all these possibility वाला question, try to practice right from the month of August. So sitting arrangement हो गया, circular, inward and all that stuff. So that's going to be there. Possibility वाले questions आपको करना बहुत जरूरी है. See, I'm not saying you start with Sudoku, blah 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 and all that stuff. Don't do that. Just prepare for the basic thing. Because what happens, we leave basic things, we focus on a high thing. ना ये होता है ना वो होता है, and that's how we are screwed. तो ये चीजें करना बहुत जरूरी है. As and when आपको पता चले कि यार मेरा का पिकअप मिल रहा है, right? Then you can go to the higher level of difficulty थोड़ा बहुत. Now, to begin with, what you have to do is, the another problem is that कहाँ से ये sets लाए LRDI वाले? So any class that you have joined, or maybe you are a C2C student, in our mocks, in my books, there are so many good sets as far as DLR is concerned. So probably you can take some abnormal set one day, like every day one set, which is DILR level of CAT actually, right, which has possibilities and which has so many tough things in it, and just try to practice. Even if it takes 1.5 hours, that's okay. Just build the attitude towards DILR, which will help you to build the aptitude. As simple as that. तो calculations पे जोर रखो. Secondly, जो basic है, sitting arrangement हो गई, alignment हो गई, distribution हो गया, possibility वाले questions हो गया, इनको करना चालू करो. लोग बोलते हैं games and tournaments, या games and tournaments आप कर सकते हो, 3 साल से नहीं आए हैं, शायद से इस बार ही आ जाए. So games and tournaments भी करना जरूरी है. एक typical question आता है shares के ऊपर, जो CAT का favorite है, जहाँ पे probability and PNC का usage होता है. I will be uploading couple of videos on my channel on that front. So try to do this kind of low hanging fruits, जो possible है करना. स्लोली स्टडी, आपका लेवल बढ़ना चाहिए. तो जो मॉक्स आप दे रहे हो वहां पे अगर आपको सेट्स मिलते हैं, मॉक से सेट उठाओ, किसी बुक से सेट्स मिलते हैं वहां से उठाओ, बट यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस एंड प्रैक्टिस. सी देयर इज नो फॉर्मूला फॉर DILR, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट. यू डू दिस एंड यू विल बी एबल टू गेट 16-17 सेट्स, 17 क्वेश्चंस. आई एम सॉरी फॉर दैट. सो इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. ओनली प्रैक्टिस विल हेल्प यू टू रीच टू दैट लेवल, बट ऑन अ वेरी इजी फ्रंट, ऑन अ वेरी सेफ फ्रंट, कि यार क्या कर लूं मैं कि मेरे 2-3 सेट निकल जाए. Whatever I've told you just now, you do this, you'll be able to see a good growth. You can go back and check 2018 का question paper, calculation oriented questions थे. There are questions based on fill in the blank, जहाँ पे data missing होता है, you have to derive a data. So all these questions will give you a push wherein you can cross 80 percentile bare minimum. उसके बाद एक्सेल करना है तो मॉक्स का प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ेगा, डिफरेंट सेट्स करने पड़ेंगे, 17-18 के सेट्स करने भी पड़ेंगे, बिकॉज 17-18 के सेट्स तोफ थे literally. So what I've done in my online program, we are giving you 32 sets of 17-18 and more than that as a recorded, right? So every set we have actually solved with shortcuts. We have solved with what could have been the possibility कि इसको ऐसे solve कर सकते थे या फिर ये इस तरह tough हो सकता है. So around about 32 sets we were anyway gonna do in the pre-recorded version. It's already been done. It's there. Even for the live lecture, the DI classes are gonna start. So we're also gonna do a lot of these kind of sets in live lectures also. So if you want to join us, you can join that. But on an important note, whatever I've just told you right from the scratch, try to do that. You will see growth in your score. That's it from my side. If you have any question, put the comment or get in touch with me, guys. Thank you so much. Go for DILR. Thank you.